Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So we've got some more news with regards to Weebus. Austin King posting this. This company just filed for a $300 million XRP reserve. I don't know if you guys remember the story. I did just recently do a video, I think it was last week. I'll link it up here if you guys didn't catch that. These companies are looking to acquire XRP for their reserves. And so, guys, we're just one step closer to this. What's going on here, asks Austin King. Why are companies doing this? Most people will see this thing and think, it's primarily about price speculation, but that's not really the case at all. The real strategy here is to latch onto these rapidly growing crypto networks to share in their growth. So a large scale transition. Businesses globally are starting to realize that crypto networks are likely going to grow fast and further than what they can achieve alone. So they're starting out by investing. They're also starting to build. This company, for example, is not only planning to create an XRP reserve, it also stated that it plans to improve its global travel product offerings by integrating RippleNet for international payments. So that was another thing that they're going to do. We've seen something similar before with Square, which built a Bitcoin reserve and is now rolling out Bitcoin payment features. This is going to accelerate. More and more businesses want to integrate crypto to improve their products. The main problem is that 99% of companies don't have blockchain engineers in-house, so they have to do it. They have to acquire the technical expertise to benefit from crypto and stablecoins today. Then I started my first company. So he talks about his first company. 2 years later, when I sold that company to Ripple, we had turned the protocol into a production-grade network that businesses were relying on every day. The way we achieved such growth so quickly with that business was by simplifying access. We didn't make our customers learn about the protocol. We simply let them access the benefits of instant global cross-currency payments via the tools they were already using in-house. And so we talked a little bit about Omni and that business. No need to hire blockchain-specific engineers. Guys, it's already happening right now with Ripple. The global financial system is being rebuilt, and Ripple is at the forefront of that. So we know about Ripple and all their partnerships. But guys, this is why companies like Weebus are acquiring $300 million for a strategic financial plan for XRP. And the 6K document was also just filed with the SEC. So Bill Morgan commenting, Weebus has now officially filed with the SEC after signing the previous day a delegated digital asset management agreement with a delegated manager to establish a strategic framework for potential future digital asset treasury operations, which it asserts are focused on XRP management and an authorized mandate cap of up to $300 million. So boom, there you guys have it. And this is more details on the filing. I will link this in the description of the video for you. You can only imagine what this is going to mean for XRP demand. And this is just one company. Okay, this is just one company getting prepared for the real world utility. And for more information on where I think this market could go in the future, where I'm setting my targets for now, follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is a paid subscription, but we're going to be following this next impulsive move. We're also following other factors. Hopefully, week by week, we can get more ideas of where this market is going to go in the coming months. So patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for more details on that. Guys, I also happen to see this from Michael Branch. Apparently, JP Morgan, the largest bank in the US, by assets, plans to offer trading and wealth management to their clients. So they're now jumping on board. JP Morgan, the largest bank in the United States by assets, plans to offer trading and wealth management clients the option of using crypto-linked assets as collateral for loans. The bank is set to allow financing against crypto exchange-traded funds, so against the ETFs, in some weeks. JP Morgan will begin with BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, which kind of makes sense there, and then they'll probably expand from there. The bank will also consider clients' crypto holdings when assessing net worth, treating digital assets similarly to traditional ones when determining how much a client can borrow against those assets. So as you guys can see here, the digital asset space is getting more and more legitimized through these legacy financial institutions and these big companies, these big banks, the biggest in the United States in this particular case. And of course, if you guys didn't catch this morning's video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. We do have Donald Trump as that positive catalyst too. In the U.S., he could be loosening restrictions on banks and digital asset businesses. In April of 25, the Federal Reserve withdrew guidance that discouraged banks from engaging in crypto and stablecoin activities. So we have the Trump administration also very, very positive for crypto and crypto adoption. This is exactly what we need. We need everybody to be on board, and it looks as though it's happening piece by piece. Unfortunately, this is how it's gonna go, guys. Unfortunately, it's not happening quicker, but This is what we have. I will take it any day of the week compared to the Biden administration, I got to say. Anyway, wanted to thank Michael Branch for posting that. Now, another one here from Michael, considering we are seeing more adoption for, just crypto in general, but on the XRPL in particular. The XRPL is gearing up for significant upgrades that could add new exciting features to the platform. So check this out. According to a recent tweet by Vet, this is what's coming, okay? Currently, only XRP can be escrowed. With this new amendment, which is, I believe it's XLS85D, assets like the RLUSD, tokenized real-world assets, and meme coins can now be escrowed as well. So adding new features here. This is set to change with this particular amendment, token-enabled escrows. Multi-purpose tokens, or MPT support, is also anticipated, which is being hailed as a major enhancement. According to Vet, MTP support is also a great addition. Multi-purpose tokens are a more compact and flexible type of fungible token. MTPs would enable users to take advantage of ready-to-use tokenized features with a few lines of code. Combined with IOU support, this feature might significantly boost tokenization and interoperability across the ledger. One of the downsides to many of the other developments has been the fact that if a company doesn't get a lot of traction, it tends to stop the developing and the building on their particular project on their blockchain. And so, luckily, XRP does have the company Ripple behind them, because this has enabled continuous development on the XRP ledger. And now it's expanded, right, to other companies that do build independently on the XRP ledger. But, this is what's going to give this particular blockchain value. The more that's developed on it, guys, it's a flywheel effect. Brad Garlinghouse made an analogy years ago with the telephone. When the telephone was invented, if you only had one person with a telephone, it was not really a useful network. Even if you only had two people using the telephone, not a useful network. But the more people that had telephones, the more useful that network became. Now you can start talking to anybody with a telephone, and that does, of course, include many more people. So that's when the network becomes valuable. And it's the same with the XRP ledger. The more that's being developed, the more that's being built, the more it can be integrated, the better it becomes. And so, with these updates come more features, more usability, more interoperability, which ultimately means, guys, more demand for XRP, which I think is going to be great for XRP price coming down the pike. Now, Michael Manfield here posting this. Ripple connected DLocal to acquire AZA Finance. These are two Ripple partners. AZA Finance, I think, was already connected to Ripple many years ago, and DLocal wants to acquire them. Founded in 2023, AZA Finance is an established global fintech company with extensive expertise in frontier marketing and currencies, and has a mission to help businesses to thrive in Africa. And guys, now DLocal, they want to acquire them. DLocal's Chief Operating Officer, Carlos Menendez, he said, our acquisition of AZA Finance will increase access to our global merchants in Africa's dynamic growing markets, while further strengthening our commitment to the region. By combining DLocal and AZA Finance, we are well positioned to offer innovative, efficient, and localized payment solutions to help businesses and individuals prosper in this rapidly evolving region. So, boom, wow. Two Ripple partners here. We're seeing this more and more. If you have a bigger company and a smaller company, I'm sure they were in direct competition at one point in time. But now DLocal, obviously the stronger of the two, looking to acquire another Ripple partner, AZA Finance. Again, just as I described, right? Flywheel effect, getting bigger, more robust, stronger, more companies, more XRPL utility, just is going to create more demand for XRP. So that's a big deal. Wanted to thank Mike for that. Also happened to see this, guys. BVNK and Lian Global are enabling stablecoin payments for cross-border merchants. So Lian, a confirmed Ripple partner, and I don't know if BVNK was originally, but now they're going to be connected to Lian. And it is a Visa-backed stablecoin infrastructure, okay? So Visa, of course, connected to Ripple through Earthport, where they're valued at apparently $625 million. They're expanding their reach into Asian markets through a new partnership with Lian. The deal brings stablecoins to merchants across more than 100 countries, promising to cut transaction settlement times from several days to minutes. The move reflects the growing appetite for digital currency payment rails, particularly where traditional banking networks struggle with delays or high costs. BVNK will handle the technical infrastructure and stablecoin to currency conversion, while Lian Global leverages its existing merchant relationships and local payout capabilities across 130 currencies. So obviously they're looking to establish a wide reach here. And they're targeting emerging market corridors. The focus on stablecoin payments makes particular sense for corridors involving emerging markets, where traditional banking connections may be limited to or require multiple correspondent banking hops. Recent research into real-world stablecoin usage shows that destination markets often drive blockchain selection preferences, with emerging economies showing strong adoption of digital payment rails. Adora Wang, the CEO of Lian Europe, she did say, by partnering with BVNK, we're meeting growing demand for stablecoin payment rails, helping our customers in e-commerce marketplaces and other sectors to boost liquidity and execute cross-border payouts in 130 currencies. So the stablecoin payment system, guys, this is why Ripple created the RLUSD. I'm sure of it. And this is why now it is becoming such a main focus in the United States. Because the U.S. And the former administration were dragging their heels, pretty much wanted to put a halt on crypto. We don't have the regulations in place. But now with the new Trump administration, things are changing and for the best. And I think all boats will rise. This is part of the game, guys. Ripple has been creating the infrastructure for all these years, and they're ready. As soon as those floodgates open, they're ready with XRP utility. So great news there, too. Chad Steingraber, guys, bringing us this piece of news. Now, Ripple is a partner of MoonPay, and apparently MoonPay just got the coveted New York State Department of Financial Services BIT license. So this is now confirmed. MoonPay to offer direct crypto services in all 50 U.S. states after obtaining the New York BIT license. They have granted a BIT license to global crypto payments firm MoonPay, allowing the company to operate across all 50 states. MoonPay joins a select group of 34 firms that have received the NYDFS license since the regulatory regime was rolled out in 2015. And so the other companies, guys, Coinbase, Circle, Robinhood, and Ripple. So in and amongst the big players. The BIT license was the first state-level framework for regulating digital asset companies in the U.S. It has long been viewed as a tough standard due to its compliance demands. Last year, only two entities, Anchorage Digital and Cumberland, secure approval, according to the agency's public registry. Back in the day, my firm had some clients who abandoned the BIT license application process because of the difficulty, said crypto attorney James Murphy, also known as Meta Lawman on Twitter X. In recent years, though, however, the license has become coveted amongst crypto service providers and widely regarded as a mark of credibility. And so I have a feeling we're going to see more and more of these companies acquire the BIT license. I don't know if they'll relax the rules, but I think because more knowledge is being disseminated, I guess, regarding cryptocurrency and the infrastructure of blockchain technology. I think the ones doling out the licenses will probably have a broader knowledge of this and decide, okay, if it's about the infrastructure growing, if it's about these companies complying in the ways that we really do need them to comply, we'll grant them a BIT license. And I'm sure just by sheer numbers, we'll see more and more Ripple-enabled companies with them, which is going to be great for the U.S. economy, I got to say. So big news there. Wanted to thank Chad for that. Another one here, guys, from Mike Manfield. Boy, a lot of Ripple partnership news today. Ripple partner Finastra is also making moves. This time, they're winning a contract with Banco de Costa Rica. Finastra, a global provider of financial services software applications, and TCM Partners, a leading consulting firm in digital transformation with the financial services industry, today announced that Banco de Costa Rica, BCR, has signed a strategic agreement to launch its international trade automation project. So these two solutions will enhance foreign trade and international payment practices, driving innovation and operation excellence. Additionally, the project will fully automate BCR's international transaction process, providing greater speed, security, and traceability in cross-border payments. The capabilities of Finastra solutions align closely with BCR's strategic objectives, which aims to offer world-class multi-channel financial services and position the bank at the forefront of technological advancement. Finastra has always been one of those larger Ripple partners, and so to see them integrating with all these other banks, I feel like the bigger banks are already on board. But when we see these other banks integrating banks that we haven't heard of yet, that just means the flywheel effect is going to grow. These banks do need to be, as it says down here, do need to be ISO 20022 compliant by a certain date. And the other day I mentioned that it's going to be the November 2025 deadline is the final deadline. They're not moving that anymore. Additionally, the new implementation of Finastra's trade innovation system will facilitate international trade operations between exporters and importers, boosting Costa Rica's economic growth. So that's the other thing that it's about in a lot of ways, the GDP of the country. So they're going to be politicizing, I think, a lot of these decisions, which makes sense. If I'm going to be honest, Chris Maloney, the director of sales in the Americas at Finastra, he did say this: in partnering with Banco de Costa Rica and TCM Partners, we are excited to contribute to the growth of the financial sector in Latin America. This project exemplifies our commitment to serving our customers, providing innovative solutions that enhance operational efficiency and the user experience. We believe that through technology and collaboration, we can drive significant progress in the region. So yeah, that's what it's about, guys. We are proud to collaborate. Another quote: we are proud to collaborate with Banco de Costa Rica on the strategic initiative aimed at providing its customers with a unique experience that allows them to receive additional services and reduce response times. This project will position Banco de Costa Rica at the forefront of technological innovation in Latin America, and that was coming from the CEO of TCM Partners, Rafael Sainz. So guys, there you have it, another major Ripple partner integrating a bank in Costa Rica. So as we are seeing, more and more companies are getting another step closer, right? I mean, it's not happening very fast, but they are getting another step closer, whether it's, Lian Group in China, or Singapore, China, Hong Kong, I think it's Hong Kong, or a MoonPay getting their New York State Department of Financial Services bit license, or if it's even, two Ripple partners working together, one acquiring the other to strengthen the flywheel effect running on the XRP ledger. I think this is all building to something really great. It's building to something special. We're seeing the legislation roll out in the United States. We're seeing more major banks, more legacy banks like JP Morgan deciding that crypto is fine as collateral. These are all positive moves, good moves, positive. And then there's Weebus, right? Acquiring $300 million worth of XRP in their reserves. So guys, this is all building to something, of course. And I was notified by Crypto Rook here on Twitter. I wanted to post this, Working Money. Am I the only one who made this correlation? I thought this was interesting. This is the XRP chart coming up above this channel here. Now, I've talked about, the charts. You can look into these charts, really kind of grasp, many different things from this. This is the downward channel as we were seeing XRP price. Okay, this is XRP on the daily. Let me zoom in a little bit here. XRP price, once it did reach that new all-time high, guys, we were in a downtrend for a bit, okay? We were in a downtrend, unfortunately, over the last, since mid-January, roughly. And, we're just kind of looking to come out of this now, right? Come out of this downtrend. And we're almost there, but we're not quite there yet. Fact of the matter remains, though, we are now up above this level here. And so you can see that shift. We're starting to make higher highs and higher lows. Back then, we were making lower lows and lower highs. So it is shifting, and you guys can see that. I punch in there. You guys can see that is where we're at today. And so that is what he is noting here on the chart. Now, if you take a look at that, okay, if you just kind of maybe squint your eyes and take a look at that, doesn't it look oddly familiar? David Schwartz posting this, I don't even know what this is. You put it on its side, though, and you can kind of make out maybe some kind of a trend moving to the upside there. I don't know if, maybe we're looking too much into this, but David Schwartz has a knack of posting riddles in plain sight. So I don't know. I'm hoping that, this is true. It does remind me of when he did say his least popular tweet ever is to take XRP profits off the table. And guys, he posted this. He posted that comment right back in here. I think it was the day before XRP. Yeah, it was April 13th, 2021, the day before XRP did reach its inter-year high back in 2021. These guys know where the market's going to go. So, I would not put it past David Schwartz to give us another clue, give us another hint. This could have a double entendre. Who knows? That's just my opinion. And for more opinions on where I think this market's going to go, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoney channel, where we analyze the market in its current form. And if there is the possibility of real world utility down the road, bringing price targets up much higher, again, patreon.com/workingmoney channel if you're interested in that. And if you guys are interested in perhaps supporting the channel in a different way, I also do have the Working Money channel merch store available. Link is in the description of the video. All kinds of cool, fun merch here. Another fan favorite is the X baseball cap. Comes in many different colors. So like I said, link is in the description of the video if you guys are interested. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.